You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited, bet your friends watching in the house and in your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Hood Table one more time. This is your girl Tanya with the Hood Table, and I'm coming to you tonight with another Tanya's review at the Hood Table. Tonight we will discuss Sistas review, season 2, episode 10, and it was titled The Encounter. So everybody, make sure you like the video, share the video, subscribe to the Hood Table, and follow us on Facebook, IG, Twitter, thehoodtable.com, and also as well we are now on stereo. So if you download the stereo app the podcast, then you can tune in to the Hood Table over there as well. So after all that is said and done, let's discuss Sistas episode 10. Now, last week, Maurice, he had got, jumped a couple of episodes back by Alonzo, the homophobic. And last week, we had saw at the end of the episode how Alonzo had just showed up out the blue at the bank, where Maurice was working, and he was waiting for him on the outside. Now, Maurice, as we know, has a restraining order against him, and he pressed charges against him. So what the heck was he doing there? I was like, is he there to finish off the job? Not only was Alonzo pissed off at the retaliation from Maurice, from filing the charges and the restraining order, but he felt like his reputation to him was destroyed. But whose fault is that? Because for one, if Alonzo couldn't tell that Maurice was a whole full grown ass man, then he just needed his eyes checked, because even though Maurice was in a dress, you could tell that he was a man. But anywho, the last time Maurice, when they had that fight, the altercation, well, I won't say a fight because Maurice was dog walk, monkey stomp, and Molly Watts. But anyway, Maurice was in a dress, stockings, a waist trainer, and high heels the last time. This time, Maurice was ready for whatever. As he said before, Alonzo caught him the last time unprepared. He was slipping last time, but this time, Maurice said it would be different if he was to run into Alonzo again. Maurice was not backing down from Alonzo this time in the least bit. Unfortunately for Alonzo, he must have threatened Maurice one too many times, because Maurice commenced to whooping that homophobic ass. Then he said after he was done, now meow on that bitch, meow. So I guess this time when Alonzo came to the bank, he didn't have enough cash to back up that check. But moving right along, let's talk about Dani and my girl Sabrina. Now, those two ladies were out for dinner and margaritas, and during their conversation, Sabrina mentioned to Dani that she doesn't believe the rumors that her man Calvin is on meth. Now, last episode, after hearing the rumor from Dani, Sabrina had Maurice steal a drug test from work from the bank to give Calvin a drug test. Sabrina had really convinced Maurice that a drug test was necessary in order to ensure that he didn't invite a drug addict into her home. Now, later on, Karen and her big forehead made an appearance. Yes, I did say Karen and her big forehead, because her big forehead is an entity of its own. Man, I swear to God, I didn't realize how big that girl's forehead was. But anyway, Karen, she showed up all happy and giddy, smiling from ear to ear. She explained to the ladies how earlier Aaron had asked her, did she need any money, which she is not used to. Zach, when they were together, he was always hard up on money. He barely, barely helped out with anything, not even the cable bill. So for a man to offer her some financial assistance, this was all new to her. Now, I believe that Karen is doing quite well for herself. She owns a salon, a hair salon, and everything. But we ladies know that a man offering to help out with any of the bills can sometimes be a panty dropper, especially, depending on how much he offers. But anywho, Andy and Gary. Now, Gary had been released from jail. Last week he had harassed Andy outside of her job, threatening her because she went out on a date with Paris. Not only that, but he is also still pissed that she has yet to return the money that he gave her. So while sitting outside of her home, he got a call from Ellis warning him that the FBI could still be watching him. So stalking Andy right now is probably not the best thing that he should be doing. Ellis did manage to pull him, away from the edge, pull him off the edge and over to his crib, but he wasn't able to keep him at his crib. See, Gary, he's planning to sue Andy for the money that she hasn't returned to him. Gary doesn't have anybody fooled, so I know he would can't talk. I know that he would much rather have Andy back than any amount of money. Ellis was trying to keep him at his crib though, so that Gary could calm down. But Gary, he was too far gone. He was too far gone by then. And even after being locked up for a minute in jail, eating that horrible food, Ellis couldn't still convince him to come inside for a little bit of pot roast. So, and that was funny. When I heard that, I was like, that is funny because that's exactly what I cooked yesterday. Yesterday for Sunday dinner, I made some pot roast, I made some veggies, I made some corn on the cob, some mashed potatoes, some gravy, some sweet cornbread. Man, I really put my foot in that roast because, oh God, it was cooking for about 8 hours in the crock pot, all seasoned up and everything. But yeah. So that made me want to go get some leftovers when I saw that. But Anywho, Zach and Fatima. Zach was at Fatima's apartment bored, with time on his hands. So he tells her when she called that he's going to go to work to get some sweat equity. And it does seem to me like Fatima is doing her best to mold Zach into her perfect man. She told him to be careful at work, and she expected him in return to tell her be careful as well. Now, ladies, of course, when we go out at night, if we're going to be out late at night, whether it's working, hanging out with our girlfriends to the grocery store, whatever, it's not uncommon. It's not foreign for a man to say, be careful, baby. Make sure you get home, baby. Watch your back, baby. Be aware of your surroundings, baby. But in return, that's also some of the words that we say to our men. What we would say to them, even though they are a man. Because let the record show that men, especially black men, have a higher rate of not getting home safely compared to women. But anyway, I digress. Now, after the phone call, Hayden, he shows up at Zach's job, giving him the third degree about Fatima. The same boots that Zach had on, Hayden has previously seen them at Fatima's house. And so he's dying to know if Zach and Fatima are a thing. But dude, what's it to you? It's probably what Zach was thinking. Like Hayden is so jealous of Zach that he threatened to have Zach kicked out of the real estate program. And I know Zach was just thinking, damn it. I can't win for nothing. I can't win for losing. Like he's trying to get his life together. He's trying to get his credit straight. He's trying to, go into the real estate business. He done left Karen. Well, or should I say she gave him the boot. But anyway, he done left Karen. He's now with a different woman who's motivating him and everything. And then he got Hayden. still on his back. But anywho, after Fatima ended the call with Zach, she meets up with Karen, Danny, and Sabrina at the restaurant. A little later, Andy, she finally showed up announcing that she had not only got her job back, but a raise and a promotion as well. And that's as good as any reason to celebrate. Now, last week, when watching the previews, I was wondering, and I mentioned to you guys, if this would be the moment when Fatima reveals to the ladies that she and Zach are not only rooming together, but are also sleeping together. Now, I also asked you guys if you thought that Karen would be jealous or in her fifis about it. So please, again, let me know what you think Karen would do or how she will react once she finds out that Zach is kicking it now with Fatima, a co-worker of her best friend, Andy. So let me know, y'all. But instead of revealing that, this episode, Fatima, she was actually the sounding board of advice. She advised Sabrina that if she wasn't quite ready to be exclusive with Aaron for a committed relationship with Aaron, then don't. Especially if she's not fully acceptable of him wearing panties or wanting her to use her dildos on him. That still be having me gagging when he said, "Ooh, I like that." Ooh. But anyway. And if Aaron isn't okay with that, then that's his problem. But if you are in fact down with that freaky shit, then go for it, Sabrina. Go for it. So I was beginning to think that Fatima and Zach's relationship, for the time being, will remain a secret for now. Next thing you know, Andy and Danny was going back and forth, accusing each other of basically being easy. Remember, they both went home and had sex with somebody that they were not in a prior relationship. Now, although, and that was at Maurice's homecoming party, by the way. Now, although Danny, she didn't know that guy quite well. You know, the bartender with the bedazzled vest, as Zach would call it. But Andy, she knew that guy. She knew Paris. She knew him. She represented his mother, but she don't really know him. So in that case, it's still to me as going home with somebody you really didn't know prior to that night. Aaron, he was on the other side of the restaurant sitting with another woman. I don't think they said who that woman was. Hell, it could be his sister, cousin, aunt, co-worker, or whatever. But anyway, noticing the ladies on the other side of the room, he approaches the ladies, awkwardly telling them to have a good night. It was quite obvious that he is still upset at the fact that Sabrina turned him down on his commitment offer. So he told them to have a good night. And he turned around and went back to whoever he was sitting with. He has no idea that the reason for Sabrina's abrupt behavior that night was because Danny told her that she had heard that he was a meth head from the dude with the bedazzled jewel vest. After that, the ladies ended up, ending their evening. They all headed home to their, destinations. Andy, when she got home feeling like she still wants a little bit more Paris, she called him up and invited him to come over for drinks. Not once did she realize that Gary was sitting in the dark of her apartment, watching and waiting for her. So, in the previews, they show Andy and Gary getting into a heated conversation, a heated discussion, and then Paris showed up. So, do y'all think that Paris and Gary would get into a fight? And also, we saw Danny trying to tempt Mr. Rodeo with the handcuffs. This time, will she willingly allow him to cuff her to the bed and have his way with her, ladies? The last time she was about to call Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, and every other well-known activist to protest women being cuffed to the bed by white men. So, y'all let me know. Do y'all think she will from now on allow him to cuff her to the bed? Let me know what you think, and let me know your thoughts on all the different storylines, the different characters, and put the comments in the chat. And also make sure you like the video, share the video, subscribe to the Hood Table, DAHOOD Table on Facebook, YouTube, IG, Twitter, thehoodtable.com. And now we're on stereo. So make sure you subscribe to us and follow us on stereo as well. All you gotta do is download the app on your phone, stereo, and create you avatar, in like my avatar has a matter of fact, let me show you my avatar. I got it over here. I got a picture of my avatar. Okay, where'd she go? Where'd she go? There she go. That's my avatar. Now she's a little on the light skinned side. I need to change her complexion because I'm actually a little bit darker than that. I did actually change her complexion on stereo, but I forgot to upload the pic on here so that I can show you guys. But anyway, that is my avatar. So look for the Hood Table over there on stereo and on Twitter, IG, Facebook, YouTube, and thehoodtable.com. And on that note, you guys, I hope you enjoyed the review. Stay safe, be blessed. Have a holly jolly Christmas. If I don't see you before then, I'm out. Bye.